Okay. So now, in today's session, we'll see for loops. So I mentioned 1 second. Okay. So I was talking about for loop. Okay, for loop. So for loop is nothing, just another way of writing a loop. Okay. So previously, yesterday you were learning while loop, and today I'm teaching you for loop. And I have seen that like people actually love for loop more than while loop. Okay. So when I think you have already gone through the pre-class video, but for loop is actually a little bit easier. Okay. And that's why people accept it like very fastly. So now, as I was mentioning, like yesterday in yesterday's session, why we were learning loop. Loop इसलिए क्योंकि if I know that like if any kind of task, if I want to repeatedly do it like for so many number of times, I don't need to write it like again and again. It's something like कि गन्ने की मशीन की अगर जो गन्ने की मशीन होती है, ओके, जो शुगर केन मशीन होती है ना, like from where you get the juice. So if you tell the if suppose like there is a handle, okay, which you need to rotate, and suppose if you are rotating it once, and then you are rotating it twice, so what is happening? It is also a loop. Now what smart people did, they attach that sugarcane juice machine with a belt, and connected this belt with a motor. Now they know that this is a loop. Okay. And as many times like if they know that like they want that ki this loop need to be run infinite number of times, so what they will do is they will just connect with a battery with a motor, and motor with the like with that sugarcane machine, and then they just on the machine, and you know that like the infinite loop will start. अब कितने भी गन्ने के जूस निकालने निकालो. So that is the main thing, like that is the main fundamental of like loop. Loop is something like there is a task, and if you want to repeat that task multiple times, and you don't need to like manually write all those subtasks. अगर आपको for example if you want to print masala dosa, the example which I've given, and suppose if you want to print masala dosa 10 times, so you in that case you need to write system like you need to write the print statement 10 times. But what if you want to print it 100 times or 1,000 times? Then in that case, you will write a for loop and it will do your task. And in the session also, I have shown you like this thing, for loop. And in the for loop, what is the syntax of for loop? Like this initialization. Now the second one is condition. And the third one is iteration. So basically, this is the thing, and here you will write your code. So this is the way, and the way basically for loop get executed. This is your first statement, then this is your second statement, and sorry, this is your second statement, then this is your third statement, and then this is your fourth statement, and this. So it is actually following the same pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. It is actually following the same pattern. And accordingly, your loop will start running in this way. Okay. And it will make sure that like your code will get executed, and at any point when condition will get false, so it will come out of it. Okay. तो condition सिर्फ ये check करती है कि अभी क्या time आ गया बाहर आने का. Okay. So imagine that you are doing a push-ups, and there is a trainer with you, and your trainer is saying that okay, like suppose your trainer decided that you need to do 10 reps, and now you are doing push-ups. Now what you are doing is trainer is saying that you don't need to count anything in your mind, just do it. Okay. Now when you are doing it, so basically your trainer is actually running a loop in his mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Suppose trainer has come to this position of 10, and at that point because trainer already decided in the beginning na, ki, like I will be it's something like at this point I will I'll make him 10 reps. So when the 10 will comes, automatically the trainer will say that, okay, stop, your thing is done. So that's why this is the thing which like this our condition works. Matlab, this is how what our condition does. Our condition does the same thing. It is actually our trainer who is checking that okay condition fail हुई कि नहीं हुई. अगर false हो गई then you will come out of it. So that is the main thing. Now, if like if I compare your for loop with the while loop, if I compare the for loop with the while loop, so this is how initialization. Guys, I have discussed this in very detail in the pre-class video. So remember one thing, when we are releasing the pre-class video, please ensure that you're watching it from your side. So the normal time of pre-class video will be 20 minutes, like around 20 minutes. So now the third thing is iteration, and this is the thing, and this is here your code is written. Now the second thing is like if I write a while loop. Now in the while loop, this is a condition, and यहाँ पे basically what I'll do is I'll put a code here. Okay, and iteration actually comes here. Basically increment decrement operation, whatever you are doing. So this is actually very similar. Okay, so now let's see in practice how things actually work. Java and live session on for loops. Basically, what I did here is I have written this thing. Now, basically, यहाँ पे I have printed hello world. Now, instead of this, I can print like here. This will print this statement once. Now, what I'll do, I'll write a for loop. What is the syntax of writing for loop? Write for, then write int I equal to 0, I less than, and suppose I want to execute it 5 times, I plus plus, and system.out.println Balveer Raja. Okay, so now I want to print a Balveer Raja 5 times. So now you can see that the loop is starting from 0 and it is going till 5. Now, if we want to see like how many times this output will print main, let's see how many times this thing will get executed. So this executed 5 times. Okay, so now let's see in practice. If I write for int I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, and now this is my code. Okay, so my code is if I want to print Balveer Raja. Okay, now if I want to execute it, I'll create this table. So basically here you can see that this is first, this is second, this is third, this is fourth. So the pattern is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now when I'm talking about 1, so this will come here, the second, and then third, and then fourth. Okay. So here if I write, now let's see, I equal to 0, I less than 5, SOP, and यहाँ पे basically whatever I'm printing, and fourth is the I plus plus. ठीक है. Now let's do one thing. Let's do the printing. Okay, so I want to invite कौन मेरे साथ ड्राई रन करेगा? जस्ट टेल मी. ओके, जस्ट रेज योर हैंड एंड. ओके. यस सोनम, कैन यू हियर मी?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what we'll do here is you need to give me the instruction and I will write the same thing here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And if you get stuck at any point, I'll help you. So now, first, what we'll do?
First, I is equals to 0.
Okay.
Then it will check condition. 0 is less than equal to less than 5. So the condition is
Okay.
true. Then it will
Okay.
print Balveer Raja.
Okay.
Then it will increase by 1. So I will become 1. Then again is
Okay.
check 1 is less than equal to less than 5. So condition is
Mm-hmm.
true. Then
Mm-hmm.
again it will print Balveer Raja.
Okay.
Then again it will become increment, so it will become a 2. So again it will
Mm-hmm.
check 2 is less than 5. The condition is true. Then it will become it will print Balveer Raja, and then it will increase by 3.
Mm-hmm.
So then again it
Right.
will check 3 is less than 5. So condition is true.
Mm-hmm.
Then it will print Balveer Raja,
Mm-hmm.
and then it will increase by 1. So it is become 4. So 4 is less than 5. The condition is true. Then
Mm-hmm.
again it will print this, and
Okay.
this time it will increase by 1. So 5 is less than 5. So condition is false.
Okay.
So it will out of the loop.
Okay. Nice. Nice one. Good. So basically, this is how you can see that like how dry run happens and how the output is coming and how this is actually happening 5 times. Now I am giving you one task. Basically, you need to do the same dry run, but I am for the different code. So what I'll do, I'm writing problem one dot Java and I'll copy this code. I'll write problem one and here I'm writing five and here I'm writing I greater and here I'm writing Dharamveer Raja. Okay. So now what you need to do is you need to do a dry run similar like I have done here. Okay. Just by making the tables. And here, if I'm just giving you code on your chat and just draw it. Okay. And let me know once done. Let me know once done. So quickly, you have 2 minutes. Just do it very fastly. Then we'll come to the next. ओ सॉरी, यहाँ पे इसमें आई माइनस माइनस है. ओके. सॉरी सॉरी, यहाँ पे आई माइनस माइनस है. सो I'm sharing the another code again. So this is the, so you need to do it for this thing. Just solve it quickly. Okay. So everyone created like the same thing जैसे मैंने इसमें create किया था. Okay, I'm not asking for the final output. I want this design from you. Okay. Okay, ठीक है. So I'll pick one of you. One second. Subhashri, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll write the code there first, and then we'll see. One second. I'll ठीक है. मैं क्या करता हूँ कोड ही लिखता हूँ. So basically the code is for int I equal to 5, I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus, and SOP धर्मवीर सिंह. ठीक है. This is the code.
Yes, sir.
Now what I'll do is this is the thing I've created. Now here I'll write the first one. So I'll write here I equal to 5, I greater than equal to 0, SOP I minus minus. ठीक है. Now tell me
Yes, sir.
how the code will get executed.
So, so first I is equal to 5.
Right.
Here. Then I 5 is greater than is equal to 0. So this condition is true.
Mm-hmm.
Then it will print that theorem we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Then
धर्मवीर
after
सोमवार याद है.
I minus minus
Hmm.
theorem we're then I minus
I equal to
minus
4.
the I is equal to 4. Then
Mm-hmm.
here I is equal to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Then after
Then
that it will true
mm-hmm.
that 4 is uh, greater than is equal to 0. It's true. Then after that it will print that theorem Raja. Then
Mm-hmm.
I is equal to 3. Then 3 is also greater than is equal to 0. It's true. Then print that theorem Raja. The I is equal to 2. Then that also true. Then it will print Dharamveer Raja. I is equal to 1.
Okay.
Then 1 is that also true, and after that it will print that. Then I will become 0. Then it's also true. It will print Dharamveer Raja.
Okay.
And here I is
Okay.
equal to -1,
Okay.
which is false. Uh, so it will
Okay.
come out of the loop.
Nice. Nice. ठीक है. Thank you, Subhashri. So
Yes.
guys, I hope you understood it, like why we have written this thing, I greater than equal to 0. Now I'll just tell you one thing. Suppose if we have written I less than equal to 5, अगर हमने ऐसा लिखा होता I less than equal to 5. Now let's see what actually happened at each point. So I'm just removing all this, and suppose हमने condition कुछ की कुछ लिखी होती तो क्या होता. तो I is less than equals to 5. Okay. Now who can help me? Raise your hand. Okay, Soman, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Sir, it will print one time Raja, sir, because I will because sir
Sorry.
one time, sir, am I audible, sir?
हाँ हाँ, चलो शुरू से देखते हैं, ठीक है, स्टार्टिंग से देखते हैं। तो स्टार्टिंग वैल्यू इज 5। Somin, Somin, please don't mute yourself. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So what you need to do, what is the value of I at this point?
Sir, 5, sir.
5 is less than equal to 5. So that
5.
is
True.
true.
Yes, sir.
Now, okay. This is value, if that this value is true. Now after that, what will happen is, one second. So now if I remove this, then in that case, let's see what will happen. Okay. Okay. Somin, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, it will print one time for Balbir Raja because 5 is less than equal to 5.
ठीक है. Now what will be the value of I here?
Sir, 4, sir. Sir, sorry, sir, 5, sir.
No, previously it was 5. Now it
Oh,
decremented 1.
it will 4, sir.
Now
Then
4 is
4,
less than equal to 5.
sir, it will false, sir.
Is it?
So it will out of the loop and uh,
No, no, no. 4 is less than equal to 5. No? This is
oh,
true.
sorry, this is also true. Uh,
Okay. So here I am writing true. Now Dharamvi Raja. Okay. Now what will be the value of I?
the 3, sir.
3. 3 is less than equals to 5.
It will also true. So it will print the Vir Raja.
Dharamvi Raja.
Will
Now I
become
is
2.
equal to 2. Now 2 is less than equals to 5. That is true. Dharamvi Raja. I equal to 1.
Yes, sir.
Now what will be the next one?
0.
1.
So
1
sorry,
है.
1 is less than equal to. It will
True.
also true.
Dharamvi. Now I will become
0.
0 is less than equal to 5.
Uh, then
True.
it will true. It will print the Vir Raja.
I will
Then
become.
-1.
Okay. So
So
now what will
infinite
happen?
loops, sir,
0
I
is
think.
less than equal to 5, -1 equal to 5, -2 equal to 5. It will keep on going to infinite.
Uh,
Getting it?
yes,
So
sir.
that's why, because here what is happening, we started with 5, we are decreasing the value, and obviously whatever the value, जो 5 से सारी छोटी वैल्यू है वो तो सबसे 5 से छोटी ही होंगी. हम तो कहीं कंडीशन रोक ही नहीं रहे हैं. So that's why instead of this, we were using I greater than equal to 0, so that at 0 point, it will stop it. Okay, because at point when -1 will come, -1 is greater than 0, then it will become false. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, ठीक है, thank you, Swami. So, guys, I hope you understood this, like what is the importance of thing. Now, I'll just give more questions to you. Now, what if uh, I want to print, like suppose here if I run it, so you can see that like Dharam V Raja, it is printing 6 times. So the same output which it was giving previously. So problem 2.java. So now you can see this. What I'll do is I'll copy this code. So now if I want to print, like suppose if it is starting from 0, I less than equals to 5, I less than equals to 5. And now suppose if I write I, now if I run it, so now you can see that like this is going infinite. But why? Why it is going infinite? Yes, Sonam.
Yes, because the I is decreased, na?
I decreasing.
Yeah.
So, but why? Matlab, even if I have written I decreasing, but why it is going infinite?
Because I means -1 is less than equal to 5, it is condition true, so it will going infinite time.
Right. So basically I plus plus, and if I just run it, so now let's see what will happen. 0 plus 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, the second problem which I want to give you is, now what you need to do is you need to use the same similar kind of loop, and I want this. Okay. Just solve this problem on your side, then I'll discuss with you. So the thing which I want is sum equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Basically, I want the sum of all of this. 5, 9, 3, 12, 14, 15. So I want this output. So you need to, basically what you need to do is you need to find the sum of 1 to 5. Now think how we'll solve it. Then I'll give you the, and you need to use a similar loop. Okay, बस कुछ variables आपको बनाने पड़ेंगे something. Just try it to solve this question, then I'll discuss. Okay, done. So, yes, Anurag, how you have solved this problem?
Sir, firstly we declare a int type variable, its name is sum, and after we will
Okay,
create a
I
loop
have taken some.
sum equal to 0 will be decided.
Okay, sum equal to 0. Then,
and inside loop
mm-hmm,
sum
mm-hmm.
plus equal to I,
Okay, sum equals to sum plus I, you mean.
and after loop outside of
After
loop,
loop,
and it system dot out dot println
yeah,
sum.
sum. Okay.
Sir,
So,
1 minute, sir. I is in slash with 1.
okay, ठीक है. I is starting with 1 and it is going till 5. Then we are writing sum equals to sum plus I. Okay. So now, if I just do this thing, ठीक है. ठीक है. Thank you, Anurag, for this thing solution.
Yes, sir.
So now, guys, tell me who didn't understand this logic. जिनको ये logic समझ नहीं आया है, so you can basically post on the chat, like if you didn't understand this logic, then I'll explain you. Anyone? Okay. Yes. Mona Lisa, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you didn't understand this?
No, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. So what I'll do is I'll explain you from the scratch. And because I intentionally I give this problem so that मुझे पता है इसमें काफी लोगों को confusion होता है. So that's why. So you will understand it through dry run. Okay. Why we have written this thing? Okay, why we have written this thing. सबसे पहले I want to tell you, okay, please don't mute yourself. Okay, so basically just see one thing. So suppose if I want to find this 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Now what is my starting point? From where I will start my loop? Mona Lisa?
1, sir.
1, right. So this is my starting point. What is the ending point? What is the finish?
5.
5. Okay, so that means my loop should start from this point and end at this point. Okay, and now the second very important thing is I don't need to, it's not like this is not the question where I need to print 1 2 3 4 5. Basically I also need to memorize what was the previous number because I need to do the sum. Okay, so what we'll do is we will do the collection. मतलब हमें collect करते हुए चलना है. So that's why we have written this sum equal to sum plus I. Ab I'll tell you one thing. Now tell me, initially suppose my I is 0. Initially suppose my I is 1. जब मेरा I 1 है, then initially my sum is also 0. Now tell me at I equal to 1, sum equal to sum plus I. Okay. Now tell me what is the value of sum right now?
1.
What is the, sorry.
So 0 plus 1, 1. Na?
Right. 0 plus 1. Now it is 1. Okay. Now, if I come to I equal to 2, now what is the value of not this this sum, now this sum I am saying कि इस sum की value अभी कितनी है? अभी sum की value जो मैं यहाँ पे क्या value डालूं?
3.
देखो, अभी मैं इस sum के बारे में पूछ रहा था, तो ये sum basically from where it is coming? It is coming from here. Previous sum we have already calculated. So when we are saying sum equal to sum plus I, so it is 1
1
plus
I plus 2.
right, that is 3. Okay, so you can see that like it is also doing the collection. Now I equal to 3. So sum equal to sum plus I.
6.
So what is the value of this sum?
6.
No, this sum. This sum. Not
3.
this sum.
So 3.
3. It is coming from here. 3 plus what is the value of I? That is 3. It will give me 6. Okay. And now guys, you can see that like it is also computing all the previous sums. 0 plus 1, then we are adding 2, then from the output of this we are adding 3. And from this it is finally computing this thing. So that's why we have written sum equal to sum plus I. So now let's see in code. So suppose for I equal to 0, I less than equal to 5, So sum equals to sum plus I. Okay. Now so basically what I'll do here is I'll create this thing. Now here, this is my first instruction, this is my second instruction, this is my third instruction, this is my fourth instruction, and it will execute in this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I is equals to 1, I less than equals to 5. Code. Code means this sum, sorry. Instead of code, I'll write sum plus 5. And then I plus plus. Now tell me, what will be the first thing which I'll write here is
I equal to 1.
I equal to 1. Then
1 less than equal to 5.
that is true.
Yes, sir.
Then sum equal to sum plus I. So what was the value of sum? Sum value was 0 previously. And then I was writing I value. I is 1. So it is actually giving me 1. Okay.
Yes.
Now I will become
6.
no, I. What is the value of I now?
2.
2. So now after that, it will come to this place. 2 is less than equals to 5. What is the value?
True.
2 is less than true. Now sum equals to sum plus I. What was the value of sum? This is 1, which
1.
already calculated. And I value is right now 2. So now it will give me value, answer 3. Now I is equals to 3.
3.
Now 3 is less than equals to 5. This is true.
True.
Okay. So now sum equals to sum plus I. So if we know that sum value is 3 and I value is
Plus
3.
3.
It is
6.
giving me 6. Now I value is 4. 4 is less than equals to 5. That is true.
Yes, sir.
Sum equals to sum plus I. So what was the sum of value? Sum
Plus
value
5.
is 6 and I value is 4. So this will give me 10. Okay. I value have some value I have taken from the previous one and I value I have taken from the like current I value. Current value I value is 4. So 6 plus 4 that is 10. Now I will become 5.
Yes.
Now 5 is less than equals to 5. That is true. Now sum equals to sum plus I. So what was the sum value?
10 plus 5, 15.
10 plus 5 equals 15. Now I is equals to 6. So 6 is less than equals to 5. That is false.
False.
It will come out and I got my sum. And after that, I can print my sum. SOP, SOP, and I can say that print sum. Now I will get my output 15. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So guys, this is the thing, like this I got here. And if I run it, if I execute it, let's see what will happen. So you can see that like 15 is the output which I got. Okay, 15 is the output which I got right now. So that is the main thing. Now after this, like after this 15, like now tell me one thing I want to ask you. Jesse, I'll pick someone who can answer me. Like if I put some here, if I put this print statement inside it, now what will happen? Who can answer me this question? Yes, Ayush.
So it will print all the numbers, whatever we are adding. Like initially it was like 0 plus 1, so it will print 1, right? Then it will add again 1, then like 2, then it will print 3. So likewise.
Okay, so if I execute it, let's see. Okay, so it is giving me 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. Now, how this output is coming? Because imagine this thing, because since I have used this print statement like here, so in that means it is actually coming inside code part. तो ये कोड पार्ट के अंदर आ रहा है. इसका मतलब क्या है? ये कोड पार्ट system.out.println, and यहाँ पे I'm also printing sum. That means this 1 will also get printed, this 3 will also get printed, this 6 will also get printed, 10 will also get printed, and 15 will get printed because I have put the print statement inside the for loop. तो at any point जितनी बार ये execute होगा उतनी बार ये भी execute होगा. Okay, but if I'm putting it outside, then in that case it will only get executed once the inner loop is done. ठीक है, nice, Ayush, thanks. So guys, I hope you understood this, like what is actually happening with this thing. Now, what I want from you is, what you need to do, you need to print the, आपको क्या करना है, you need to print the 2 का table, okay, and it should print like this, 2 into 1 equal to 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. Similarly, in this fashion, I want the exact output. मतलब स्क्रीन में ऐसे ही आना चाहिए, 2 into 1, चाहे आप system.out.print लगाओ, string यूज करो, whatever you'll do. Okay, so now do one thing. Now let's just solve this thing. Yes, Mahesh, any doubt?
Yes, sir. Previous question, I have a doubt.
Okay, okay. Tell me. Guys, till then, आप वो question करो. Yeah.
Sir, यहाँ पे अगर if there is a large number, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then how we solve this? And input is the sum equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, na? So input is not a 5, input is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how they run that way?
अच्छा, मैं समझा नहीं एक्चुअली. आप ये कह रहे हो
Sir,
कि सम, हाँ,
actually sum equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 आपने बताया था input.
ऐसे निकाल रहे, हाँ.
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
इनपुट अगर 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ही रहा तो मतलब उधर हम डायरेक्ट 5 कैसे डाल सकते हैं अगर वो इंक्रीज हो गया समझा फॉर एग्जांपल 7 डाला उधर मींस
इधर i
1, 2,
equal
3,
less than
4,
equal to
5,
7
6,
पे.
7 सर बट इनपुट इनपुट उतना ही है ना आपका मतलब 1, 2,
अच्छा
3, 4, 5,
अच्छा
6,
अच्छा
7
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, आप ये कह रहे हो कि मेरा इनपुट i6 तक कैसे पहुंच गया, ऐसा?
नहीं सर एक्चुअली इनपुट के वक्त हम सीक्वेंस वाइज डाल रहे हैं ना 1 फर्स्ट 1 बाद में 2 देन 3 जस्ट लाइक दैट हेलो
सॉरी, मतलब आई डिडंट गेट इट. एक बार आप फिर से ट्राई करो, मैं भी अपनी तरफ से कोशिश करता हूँ समझने की. कि जैसे व्हाट यू आर सेइंग इज कि यहाँ पे हमने इनपुट ऐसे दिया तो.
सर एक ब्लैंक पेज ओपन करेंगे
ओके,
I'll tell you.
लो.
So sum equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ये हमारा इनपुट है
इनपुट है,
ये
ओके.
हाँ तो अभी इसको कैसे ऐड कर सकते हैं 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
तो ये जो आप इनपुट दे रहे हो, ये आपका एक ऐसा, आप ऐसे दे रहे हो क्या बेसिकली? आप 1 सेकेंड ना. यू आर सेइंग कि सपोज if I am giving input sum as 1 2 3 4 5 ऐसे.
या राइट राइट
देखो, ये एक्चुअली ना एक नंबर है बेसिकली. व्हेन यू आर सीइंग दिस थिंग ना, बिकॉज वी आर पुटिंग इन अ वेरिएबल, हम इसको वेरिएबल के अंदर रख रहे हैं. सो दिस नंबर इज 12,345.
यस राइट सर
Okay, so now when you're saying कि how we can sum the digits of all this number,
यस राइट
that is your question.
Yes, sir. Yes.
ओके, तो व्हाट विल डू, विल पिक दिस क्वेश्चन नेक्स्ट, हम इसको नेक्स्ट रखते हैं इस क्वेश्चन को।
Okay, sir.
ठीक
Okay.
है, अगला क्वेश्चन इसी को डिस्कस करता हूँ।
Okay.
ठीक है। यस अनुराग।
ये तो बात है, छोड़िए। यही आदत है जैसे। हाँ सर, firstly we declare a variable num.
सॉरी,
Firstly we declare a variable num type. A num
अच्छा नहीं
variable
नहीं,
name and
मुझे
integer
मुझे
type for tables
नहीं, यू आर आस्किंग एनी,
printing
यू आर आस्किंग क्वेश्चन या फिर गिविंग मी सॉल्यूशन फॉर प्रिंटिंग टेबल?
solution, sir. And sir, I have a
अच्छा अच्छा,
question.
हाँ यू कैन आस्क
Sir,
द क्वेश्चन।
sir, how can disable AI prediction in replay?
यार वो देखना पड़ेगा सेटिंग्स में बेसिकली कहाँ से,
सर बहुत
वो मैंने
सर
मैंने इतना एक्सप्लोर नहीं किया।
सर बहुत कंफ्यूजन करता है, बार बार प्रिडिक्ट करके बताने लगता है।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, आई थिंक देयर मस्ट बी सम सेटिंग, बिकॉज पहले ये नहीं हुआ करता था, बट वी नीड टू चेक समवेयर लाइक इट इज एग्जिस्ट। बट ठीक है, एक बार इसको नहीं यार देखना पड़ेगा कैसा है यहाँ पे, कहाँ पे
ओके सर,
बेसिकली ये चीज। ओके, आई हैवंट एक्सप्लोर्ड इट, बट एक बार मैं चेक करके बताऊँ। ठीक है, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर।
ओके, ये सर पिता।
यस सर। सर सर पहले मैं क्या ये एआई वाला चीज बोलूं?
हाँ हाँ
सो इन द कोड एडिटर नीचे एआई है ना,
हाँ हाँ,
तो उसमें क्लिक करने के बाद उसको एनेबल कर सकते हैं या फिर डिसेबल कर सकते
अच्छा किधर से?
हैं। नीचे नीचे कोड एडिटर में ही नीचे जहाँ पे,
एआई लिखा है ये?
हाँ हाँ हाँ, यहाँ पे एनेबल
अच्छा
है
ये,
उसको। जी सर। एंड सर द आंसर फॉर द क्वेश्चन टेबल।
हाँ हाँ, ओके, यू यू हैव रिटन द कोड?
यस सर।
अच्छा, नो टेल मी कैसे आपने किया?
So at first we will declare a number n int type with 2.
1 second, at first we'll declare a
Number
number,
num. Yes, num is
num.
equals to 2.
Okay,
Then in for loop we initialize a number I with 1. Then I less than equals to 10.
okay.
Then I plus plus. And in the loop
Hmm.
part we will print system dot out dot println
And where I have to write this thing?
in the for loop part
Okay,
in the
system
bracket.
dot. Okay,
And n num
now.
plus,
Plus.
yes, then double inverted comma inside uh, big X, that sign, multiplication
Okay,
sign, then plus I,
okay.
then double inverted comma plus double inverted comma inside equals to, then plus
Hmm.
n into I.
Num into I.
Yes, num into I.
Okay, so ठीक है, so let's see.
So the sum in
अच्छा
the
इसको
code,
हटाना पड़ेगा।
yes, and the sir semicolon after say system data, yes.
Thanks. So Java problem 4.java. If I enter it, let's see what will be the output. Okay, so 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 are 4, 2 3 are 6. So this is nice. Yeah, thank you, Arpita. So guys, now you have seen that like how it actually happened because we have written I1. So now this is the way how basically this statement is getting written. 2 into 1, so num plus, then we are putting x sign, then plus, we are attaching with I. I is like the number which is changing 1 2 3 4 plus, we are actually writing equal to, then num into I. Okay, so this is the thing, and this is how we are actually printing it. So this is the main part of it. Now let's solve another problem that is known as factorial problem. Okay. पहले factorial करते हैं, उसके बाद sum of digits करते हैं. Okay. So factorial problem is, suppose if I give you num equal to 5. Now what you need to do is, you need to give me the final fact. And what is fact? Fact is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay. And 5 4s are 20, 23 is 60, 120. So the 120 will be the answer. So basically, if num is 5, you need to calculate the factorial. And I will just give you a hint. So it will be solved similar like this, the way you have calculated sum. So similarly, you can calculate this factorial. So just quickly solve this problem, then we'll discuss. Guys, please post on the chat if you're done solving it. Yes, Rahul.
सर अभी आपने जो क्वेश्चन दिया था ये वाला टेबल बनाने वाला,
हम्म,
तो अब ये जो आंसर आ रहा है इसका सर वर्टिकल फॉर्म में आंसर आ रहा है सर ये,
हम्म.
अगर अगर मुझे हॉरिजॉन्टल में चाहिए तो आंसर इसका?
अगर आपको इसका हॉरिजॉन्टल में चाहिए,
हाँ जी सर।
तो इन दैट केस हमें क्या करना होगा? अभी क्या होता है ना, वेनेवर सिस्टम, अभी क्या हो रहा है कि जो एलन होता है ना, एलन,
हाँ जी।
ये देख रहे एलन,
हाँ जी।
एलन में सीक्रेट है. एलन इज समथिंग विच इज सेइंग नेक्स्ट लाइन. ठीक है. ये एलन क्या करता है, बेसिकली आपको नेक्स्ट लाइन पे भेजता है. सपोज इफ आई रिमूव दिस एलन, लेट्स सी व्हाट विल हैपन. मेरे को भी आइडिया नहीं, बट एलन नेक्स्ट लाइन के लिए होता है. तो लेट्स सी व्हाट विल हैपन. So can you see, like, output is coming in single line,
सर
everything.
बट स्पेस भी नहीं आ रहा है।
अब स्पेस नहीं आ रहा है ना, तो आप ऐसा करो, इसके पहले एक स्पेस डाल दो और प्लस कर दो, क्योंकि हमें पता है ना इसके बाद फिर एक वो रहने वाली है. या फिर आप यहाँ पे स्पेस मत डालो, आप क्या करो, इसके बाद स्पेस डाल दो, प्लस एंड देन स्पेस. एंड नाउ लेट्स सी.
और सर
ओके.
एक डाउट और है मेरा, जो आपने 6 लाइन में 4 के बाद जो सभी कंडीशन आपने ब्रैकेट में लिए, तो वही आपने 5 वाली कंडीशन ब्रैकेट में क्यों नहीं लिए 4 के?
अच्छा, ये 5.
हाँ 6, हाँ 6 में आपने सभी कंडीशन ब्रैकेट में लिए 4 के अंदर ही, 4 ब्रैकेट।
राइट.
हाँ तो आपने ये जो 5th वाली कंडीशन को 4 के ब्रैकेट में क्यों नहीं ली?
ओके. देखो, ये एक ऐसी वैल्यू है जो बदल नहीं रही है. आप देखो, इस पूरे प्रोसेस के दौरान क्या 2 बदल रहा है?
नो सर।
अब या तो मैं इसको हटा भी देता तब भी मेरा काम बन जाता है, और इस नम की जगह मैं 2 लिख देता ना तब भी मेरा काम बन जाता। मैं यहाँ पे ln ही लिख देता हूँ, ln मतलब नेक्स्ट लाइन।
ठीक।
ठीक है, अब अगर मैं ऐसे कर दूं तो लेट्स सी तब आउटपुट क्या आता है। 1 सेकेंड, कैन नॉट फाइंड सिंबल। अच्छा अच्छा, अभी यहाँ पे मैंने क्या कर रखा है ना, यहाँ पे तो नम ही यूज किया है, तो नम को हटा के मैं नम उड़ा दिया। तो let's see, so you can see that like the same output is coming, सेम आउटपुट आ रहा है ना। क्यों? तो देखो, जिसको तुम बाहर रख रहे हो, हम ये कह रहे हैं कि भाई तुम बदलने नहीं वाले हो। ठीक है, तुम्हें गांव भेजने के बाद भी तुम वैसे ही हो, तुम्हें हम विदेश भेजेंगे तुम वैसे ही हो, तुम सेम ही रहने वाले हो। तो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज लाइक अ कांस्टेंट वैल्यू। तो उसको आप अगर आप ऊपर रख दो तो कोई फर्क, उससे कोई वो नहीं है।
और
दैट्स व्हाई।
सर ठीक है सर, ये जो टेबल जो भी आंसर आई, ये सिर्फ 2 के लिए एप्लीकेबल है अभी के लिए। अगर कोई रैंडम नंबर है, कुछ भी हो सकता है, अगर वो उसके लिए हो सकता है।
हाँ, तो इसलिए ना, इसलिए ही जो जो आपने पॉइंट बोला ना,
जी।
तो उसके लिए ही हम ना अभी देखो, अभी नाउ यू कैन सी वन थिंग हेयर इज कि आई हैव चेंज इन 2 प्लेसेस, मैंने मुझे 2 जगह पे 2 2 बदलना पड़ा।
ठीक है जी, यस सर।
अब ऐसे मान लो 5 जगह मैंने 2 2 लिखा होता तो मेरे को पांचों जगह पे 2 बदलना होता।
ठीक।
तो इससे अच्छा क्या होता है, हम क्या कहते हैं, नम लिख देते हैं उसकी जगह। नम लिखने का मतलब क्या है, वी आर पुटिंग इन अ वेरिएबल। अब नाउ सपोज यू आर सेइंग कि मुझे 2 का टेबल चाहिए, तो मैं इसको सीधा रन करूंगा।
यस सर।
ओके, नाउ लेटर सपोज यू सेड कि मुझे 5 का टेबल चाहिए, तो मैं यहाँ पे सिर्फ नम को बदलूंगा और मुझे यहाँ कुछ बदलने की जरूरत नहीं।
ओके सर।
गेटिंग इट?
ठीक है।
अगर मैंने यहाँ सब जगह 2 2 2 2 लिखा होता, नम लिखा ही नहीं होता, तो प्रॉब्लम क्या होता, मुझे हर जगह जाके 2 को 5 2 को 5 2 को 5 2 को 5 करना होता। तो
ठीक सर।
इसलिए वेरिएबल का ये फायदा मिल जाता है कि अभी मैंने 5 लिख दिया ना, सो इट विल ऑल्सो वर्क फॉर अदर। सो दिस इज द एडवांटेज ऑफ यूजिंग वेरिएबल।
सर ये टेबल आपने फॉर लूप को यूज करके बनाई है, तो व्हाइल लूप के लिए भी एप्लीकेबल है ये सब?
बट हाँ, एप्लीकेबल है। तो देखिए कैसे वेरिएबल बनाते हैं। पहले इंट, मैं इसको कमेंट कर देता हूँ, इंट नम इक्वल टू 5। ओके, व्हाइल कंडीशन डालते हैं,
ठीक सर।
कंडीशन हमारा लूप कब तक चले। ओके, सो हम यहाँ पे स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट भी डाल देते हैं, इंट आई इक्वल टू 1। ओके,
ठीक सर।
अब जब तक मेरा आई, टिल माई आई इज लेस देन इक्वल टू 5, जब तक मेरा आई लेस देन इक्वल टू 5 है।
ठीक सर।
ओके, 1 is less than equal to 5, 2 is less than equal to 5, till then just run this loop. Now what I'll do is मैं इसको कॉपी कर लेता हूँ सिस्टम इस वाले स्टेटमेंट। तो num प्लस x प्लस आई इक्वल टू num इंटू आई, द सेम थिंग, बट यहाँ पे बस मुझे i प्लस प्लस करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज इन फॉर लूप ऑटोमेटिकली i प्लस प्लस इज हैपनिंग हियर। तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा, ये लूप चलता रहेगा। गेटिंग इट?
ठीक सर, यस सर।
So now if I run this, so you can see this, what is happening here, 1 second है। हाँ, ये 5 तक हमने चलाई ना, हमें से 10 तक चलाना
यस
चाहिए।
यस सर।
So ऐसे हम while के लिए लिखेंगे। गॉट इट?
यस सर।
ठीक है, थैंक यू राहुल।
थैंक यू।
So guys, I have given you one question that was like factorial. So what I'll do is I'll come to this place. Okay, so first of all, who can give me this solution? अच्छा ठीक है, Sonam, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is the solution for this if I want to write for factorial?
So first we declare a variable int fact is equals to 1.
Okay, ठीक है, तो what I'll do ना, पहले मैं इसे कॉपी कर लेता हूँ, and int fact equals to
To
1।
1. then we for loop चलाएंगे for int I is equals to 1 to I is less than equal to 5.
Okay.
And I plus plus. Then declare fact is equals to fact into I.
Fact equals to fact into I.
And outside the loop, we can declare system dot out dot println print fact.
Println fact.
Fact.
Okay. So now using this, my factorial will get printed. How?
Yes, sir.
Just guys, let's see. तो सोनम आप मेरे को बताओ,
Yes, sir.
when my I is 1, what will be my fact value?
So fact is equals to 1 into 1 is equal to 1.
Fact into 1, 1 into 1. So guys, I am here writing directly because fact value is 1, I is 1. Now when I equal to 2, then
1 into 2 is equals to 2.
okay, fact into I. Now you can see that I'll take the fact value from here, 1 into I is
Equal
2,
to 2.
that will be 2.
2. Then
I
I
equal
will
to
increase 3, and then fact is equals to 2 into 3. So it will
okay,
become
so
6.
that will become 6.
Yeah.
I
And
equal to 4.
4 fact is equals to 6 into 4. So
6 into 4.
equal to 24. Then I is become 5. So fact is equals to 24 into 5
24 into 5.
is equals to 120.
Okay. Now I is done.
Then
So
yeah.
because after that, when I will become 6, so 6 less than equal to 5, that is false.
False.
And now fact will get printed 120.
120.
Nice. Nice. So basically, guys, this is how this fact is getting printed. If you just dry run it on like by making the table, this is how your output finally get displayed. Now let's come to the next question. तो एक क्वेश्चन था जो one of the student asked. So the question was, if I have digit something like 1, 2, 3, and if I want to print 1 plus 2 plus 3, ठीक है, थोड़ा ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन है, ठीक है, क्योंकि ये इंटरव्यू लेवल का क्वेश्चन है, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम सेइंग. And people basically in companies, they used to ask this question but in a different manner. Okay, not sometimes they used to ask this question directly, sometimes indirectly basically means putting a negative sign. Now you need to add all the digits. And there is also मतलब इसके ही different patterns भी हैं questions के. So इसलिए if you unable to understand this question in one go, don't worry. If you just watch this part again, you will understand it. Okay, जो beginner हैं, जो बिल्कुल नए हैं इस question के लिए, for those. So now suppose if I am saying 1, 2, 3. Now what I want is I want to find the sum of this number. So this is a single number. This we can call it 123. And I want to, from this number, I want to find the sum 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay. Now let's see. So basically, if अगर मुझे इसका सम निकालना है, if I want to calculate the sum, then मुझे इस भाई को जुदा करना पड़ेगा पहले, इसको पहले जुदा करना पड़ेगा, एक एक करके एक एक भाई को निकाल के जुदा करके, ठीक है, इनको एक कमरे के अंदर फेंकना है और फिर इनको जोड़ना है. So now let's see what we'll do. So you can see that 123. Now if I want only one number from it, then how will I do it? So we have something known as modulus 10. If you do 123 modulus 10, so modulus 10 is giving you remainder. So if I just do this thing, अगर मैं ऐसा करूं, 123 मेरे पे नंबर है, 123 को I have divided with this 10 to the 20 and I got my remainder 3. So that means 123 mod 10 is actually giving me 3. Right? Now what I'll do is, अब मेरे को आखिरी नंबर मिल गया, तो मुझे अब मैं इस भाई को मैं सम के अंदर डाल दूंगा. ठीक है, तो सम के अंदर मैंने इसको डाल दिया. Now right now this is my n is 123. Now अब basically if I want the next number, तो in that case अब मुझे n12 चाहिए होगा, because then only if I divide it by 10, 10 1 10, then only I will get remainder 2. But मैं इस नंबर को आधा कैसे करूं, 12 कैसे 2 कैसे बनाऊं? Getting it? Abhi the point here is कि in step 1, this was the step 1. So this was easy because at this step I just need to find the mod of 10 and I will get the remainder 3. Okay, so this is good. Now that number I can directly put in sum. ठीक है, बट नाउ एट दिस स्टेज मुझे इसके थोड़े से मतलब इस नंबर को मुझे आधा भी करना पड़ेगा ताकि जब नंबर आगे जाए तब मेरा नंबर 12 बन जाए. तो कैसे करूं मैं? उसके लिए व्हाट आई विल डू हियर इज आई विल डिवाइड दिस नंबर 123 डिवाइडेड बाय 10. Okay, you know that like if you divide this number with 10, then it will give you the quotient. So let's see, 123 divided by 10. 2, 3, 10 to the 20. So now you can see that what is your quotient? Because this is an integer number. So in that case, it will not take decimal values. So यहाँ पे मेरा नंबर क्या आ जाएगा? 12. तो जब 12 आ गया, 12 आने के बाद इस 12 को हमने आगे भेज दिया. Now we'll do the same operation again here. So we'll do 12 mod 10. After doing 10 mod 10, what will be the output? What is the remainder? 12, 10 1 ja 10. So remainder is coming 2. Now I got the second number. Now this number I'll add into my sum. So my sum was containing 3. Now I'll add 3 plus 2. That will give me 5. Now the third thing which I will do is I will again divide this number, this 12 with 10. Now you can see that now it will only give me 1. Okay, if you just divide it and if there is no decimal point you're taking, so the quotient will be 1. Now I got my 1 number here. Now n is become 1. Now what I'll do, 1 is mod 10. Just do that mod 10, then you will get the remainder. So remainder will be 1. Now add into my sum. So 3 plus 2 plus 1, that will be 6. Previously I was already having 5 value, so I have added 1 to it. So I got my 6. So it's not 3 plus 2 basically, it is 5 plus 1. Now it will give me 6. Now if I do n again, 1 by 10, then it will give me 0. Now at this point, when my number will become 0, I will stop. Okay, so these are the 3 steps which you need to remember when you are doing it. First, take the remainder. भाई को निकालो नंबर में से, भाई को डालो सम में. ठीक है, जो n जो परिवार है, परिवार में से एक, अभी वी आर मेकिंग अ वेरी नेगेटिव मूवी. ओके, बट डोंट वरी, इवन इफ वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस कॉन्सेप्ट तो कोई बात नहीं, थोड़ी सी हम नेगेटिव मूवी बना लेते हैं. हम परिवार को जुदा कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, तो हम अच्छे लोग नहीं हैं अभी के टाइम पे. सो नाउ यू कैन सी दिस, लाइक फॉर इन दिस नंबर व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इज नाउ वी नीड टू टेक इट आउट दिस 3. देन हाउ वी कैन डू इज जस्ट डिवाइडेड बाय 10. Automatically the last number will get removed. Now we come to the next one. Again, we took the remainder to get the last one. Now we put it in sum. Then we need to take it out this 2. Then how we'll do it? We'll divide it by 10. Then 1. Now let's convert this into a code. तो यहाँ पे आप देखोगे कि ना, देखो, just observe one thing here. There are some steps which are keep on repeating. Okay, so this step is actually we are repeating 3 times. First, second, and 3. So 3 times we are actually repeating this step. That means we need to use loop. Okay, how we identify that we need to use loop? Because there is some pattern which we are continuously doing in each step, but the set of tasks are same. मम्मी ने बोला बर्तन धोने हैं, मम्मी ने पहले टास्क सिखाया, मम्मी ने बोला थाली लो, ठीक है, विम लगाओ, थाली पे चलाओ, उसके बाद अच्छे से वॉश करो. Now your mom is saying just repeat this step for each, मतलब हर बर्तन के लिए just repeat this step, and finally हो गया ना कमाल, बर्तन धुल गए. So the same thing we need to do. So first we need to figure out the steps. What are the steps? So suppose if you are it is your number which is containing 123. So what is the first step? Just first calculate the remainder. How will calculate the remainder? We will write like this is rem मतलब remainder variable mod 10. So remainder will give me the output 3. Now at this point I need to add into my sum. So just write sum equal to sum plus rem, and previously my sum was also equal to 0. Now I need to break my number. अब मुझे अपने नंबर को तोड़ना है, तो num equal to num divided by 10. Now let's do this step again. So we'll repeat this step again. Rem equals to num mod 10. then sum equals to sum plus rem, and then num equals to num divided by. Now we'll do it third time. So third time is rem equals to num mod 10. Sum equal to sum plus rem. Num equals to num divided by 10. Now let's see what will happen here. So suppose if I'm taking a number 123. So this is 123, 123 mod 10, that is 3. Now sum equal to sum plus rem. So it is equal to 0 plus 3, that will be giving me 3. Now num is 123, 123 mod 3 divided by 10 will give me 12. Now this is 12, 12 mod 10, that will give me 2. So the sum value was 0 plus 3, that is 3. Now rem is 2. So now it will give me 5. Now num is 12. 12 divided by 10, that will give me 1. Now after that rem, so now 1 divided by 1 mod 10 is equals to 1. Now sum is, previous sum was coming 5. Now remainder was 1. So it will give me 6. Okay. So num is 1 divided by 10, that is 0. So here we will stop. So we know that like where we need to stop. We need to stop whenever number will become 0. So same you can try it with these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also. So now let's see how we can write this in code. ठीक है, कोड में हम कैसे लिखेंगे इसको, चलो इसको देख लेते हैं. अब रेपलेट को किसने बददुआ दी, ये फिर रुक गया. यार आप लास्ट सेशन के एंड में आते थे, क्या करते हो? चलो फाइनली किसी अच्छे इंसान ने दुआ दी. नाउ यू कैन सी दैट लाइक हियर आई एम राइटिंग दिस. सो अब आई एम सेइंग इंट num equals to 123. So if I want to do it, now what I'll do is there are 3 steps. So I need to declare a remainder also. Remainder is 0, and sum is also equal to 0. Now let's repeat the step. So basically what I will do, a remainder equal to num mod 10. Okay. Now the second step was sum equals to sum plus rem. Now the third step is num equals to num divided by 10. Now I can do this thing, like if I want to solve this question, what I will do, I will write this thing 3 times. अरे यार. So now you can see this, like I have written 3 times. Okay. Now, because in this code, I was solving it for 123, no? So I've written it 3 times. Let's see what will be my sum. Okay. Now problem 6.java. Now let's see what will happen here. So output is coming 6. Why? Because we are using 123. So suppose if I write to 45. So let's see what will happen. 245. But now it is giving me 11. 5 plus 4, 9, 10, 11. बट हम कितने बेकार लोग हैं, हमने लूप पढ़ा और हम 3 बार लिख रहे हैं इसको. यार कुछ तो हमें सोचना चाहिए, कुछ तो हमें लूप की इज्जत रखनी चाहिए. ठीक है, और आप ऐसे देख रहे हो, कोई बोल भी नहीं रहा है कि ये आप क्या कर रहे हो, कैसा पाप कर रहे हो. तक अगर पाप किया भी होता तब तो दैट वाज फाइन, बट टुडे वी आर डूइंग इट अगेन. ठीक है, इस क्लास में जितने 131 लोग हैं ना, किसी को सजा, मतलब किसी को माफी नहीं मिलेगी इस चीज की. because if someone sees us, like today we are learning loop and we are doing this thing. So basically what we will do is, we know that till when we will run the loop, when you know that कि हमें लूप कब रोकना है, जब num 0 हो जाए, तो हम यहाँ पे सिर्फ इतना कह दें, while num not equal to 0, जब तक num 0 नहीं होता तब तक चलाते जाओ चलाते जाओ। ठीक है, राजा खुश हुए हैं, चलाते जाओ तब तक चलाते जाओ जब तक num 0 नहीं है। तो ये 3 स्टेटमेंट चलाते जाओ। Now if I run this loop, what will happen? Let's see. It will give you the sum. Now it is giving you 11. So even this code will, logic will also work for like very like large number. ठीक है, इतना लंबा नंबर शायद string handle ना कर पाए, but so 2 4 5 6 7. Okay, 24. So if you just sum 5 plus 4 9 11 and 16, 16 plus 6 22, ये बड़ा गलत आ गया, 7 7 plus 6 13 13 18 18 4, हाँ 24, ठीक है 24। ओके, गॉट इट। नाउ लेट्स डू अनदर प्रॉब्लम। लेट्स डू नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम। अब बेसिकली here I've solved this question using while loop। ठीक है, here I've solved this question using while loop। तो now the point here is why I have used while loop, why I haven't used for loop। ठीक है, तो मेनली क्वेश्चन ये होता है कि क्यों बेसिकली हम कहाँ पे while loop यूज करें, कहाँ for loop। मोस्टली पीपल यूज for loop a lot, but what is the difference actually? while loop जहां पे ना you don't know the number of iteration, कितना iteration होंगे, number of times the loop will run, and for loop is something where you know exactly how many times the loop will run। okay, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू कम टू दिस वन, गिनती करके बता दोगे 1 से 5 तक कितना का चलेगा, हाथ में लग के बता दोगे कि बेसिकली 1 2 3 उंगलियों की जो आपकी लाइन है ना, उसमें आप गिन के बता दोगे लाइक हाउ मेनी टाइम्स द लूप विल रन। But here, if you just see the while loop, it like we are not actually fixing any count like this many times. It depends upon totally upon the number, because while loop is saying कि जब तक basically जब तक आप zero नहीं हो जाते, till that time this loop will keep on running। Getting it? So basically here we are not mentioning the exact number of steps. We are saying that जब तक नहीं होता तब तक चलते रहो। जैसे मम्मी कहती है ना, जब तक पेट नहीं भरा खाते रहे रोटी, मैं बनाती रहूंगी। ठीक है, ऐसा कोई काउंट नहीं दिया। लेकिन जब दुकान में जाते हो, वो कहता है कि मेस में जाते हो तो देन दे यूज्ड टू से कि ओनली लाइक दे विल गिव ओनली 5 रोटीज और 6 रोटीज। सो दैट मीन्स दे आर काउंटिंग, बट मॉम इज नॉट काउंटिंग। मॉम का फैक्टर काउंट नहीं होता, मॉम का फैक्टर होता है पेट भरा कि नहीं भरा। ठीक है, चाहे 50 ही खानी हो, लेकिन मेरा फैक्टर ये नहीं है, काउंट नहीं है। इट नेवर बीन द काउंट। सो दिस इज समथिंग लाइक सेम। तो व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट व्हाइल लूप, तो मम्मी को याद कर लेना। व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग फॉर लूप, तो मैथ्स को याद कर लेना, क्योंकि मैथ्स गिनती रखता है। ओके, बट मम्मी गिनती नहीं रखती, मम्मी गिनती रखती है पेट भरने की। तो सिमिलरली द सेम थिंग हेयर, व्हेन आई एम सेइंग नम इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0, इट इज ओनली कीपिंग ट्रैक जब तक आप 0 नहीं होते। I don't care about how many steps. I don't know. Like I don't have to see that part. So now this is the main thing. So that's why I've used while loop. So problem 7.java. Now the next thing is what we can do is, suppose if I want to calculate the average. Suppose I want to calculate the average. Okay. So if I want to calculate the average, what is the way? What is the way to calculate the average? So you already know that if you want to calculate the average, अगर average निकालना है, if you have to calculate the average is sum of numbers plus count of number. Count basically how many times. So suppose if you are calculating the average of 2 3 4 5 6, then how it will be 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, and the divided by count like how many 1 2 3 4 5. So this is something known as average. This is the formula for average. Okay, Now suppose if I'm telling you that you need to find the average from 51, आपको average निकालना है 51 से लेके 80 का. Okay, then what we will do is we will use the same sum formula. We will use the same sum formula. We will use the same sum formula. What this sum will do? This will calculate the sum from 51 plus 52 plus 53 plus 54 plus 56 plus 57 plus till 80 तक. वो सबका sum निकालेगा. And now this will give me the sum. But I want the average. So average के लिए I will just use the double variable. Why? Because it can also give me decimal value. I want that decimal value also. So basically what I will do here is average is equal to sum divided by क्या? Divided by what? Count. But count तो तुम्हारे पास है ही नहीं. You don't have the count. Count कहाँ से निकालोगे? So basically what we can do is like you can declare a variable here int count equal to 0. ठीक है? ये count हम एक variable ले लेते हैं count 0. अब basically होगा क्या? हम एक trick खेल लेते हैं. Let's play a trick in this one. So what we'll do is at the point when this sum is getting calculated, मैं एक count भी रख देता हूँ. मैंने अपनी ना एक time bomb की घड़ी भी रख दी यहाँ पे. What this will do when this loop will run, this count will automatically get incremented. Okay, एक बार चले, okay, दो बार चले, okay, तीन बार चले, तो what it will do at every time it will get incremented, and now I will get my count automatically. I've just put a time bomb there. Okay, time bomb नहीं बोलेंगे, बहुत खतरनाक हो गया. Time counter, stopwatch or something. So you can also give it a name of stopwatch. Stop. Okay, stopwatch or something. कुछ भी दे दो ना. And now I'm dividing it by my stopwatch. Count ही अच्छा है यार. So now here I've calculated my average. Now if I just show you what is my average. So let's see. Problem 7.java. Now you can see that 65.0 is my average is coming. Okay. So basically it will be good if why it is giving me 65.0, because सेम चीज यार, ये दोनों इंट थे. क्योंकि ये दोनों इंट थे तो उससे प्रॉब्लम क्या हुई कि जो द फाइनल आउटपुट विच केम इट इज एक्चुअली इंटीजर एंड देन इट कन्वर्टेड इनटू डबल. So what I'll do is I'll also make it double also. Then I'll not get the result. The thing which I've discussed in the initial classes. If I calculate this, let's see what will happen. So it is giving me the average. Okay, getting it, everyone? Now let's solve the last question, that is prime number. That is prime number. Let's solve the last question, that is prime number. कौन बताएगा मुझे प्राइम नंबर क्या होते हैं? Yes, Harish.
Sir, I have a doubt in previous one that now you said no.
Okay. Yes.
So here you are you declared that sum is equals to, for the data type it's a double. But we don't know the first instance what will be the result, will be it will decimal or the integer. How can we declare directly? No, how can we declare directly double or integer? We don't know the output value, no sir.
Okay. देखो, the reason why I have declared it double now, the reason for that is because initially I declared it int. Okay. So at that point, what was happening? Ki when you will divide an integer with an integer, then what it will do is whatever the output will come, it will only give me integer. Suppose the actual output was 64.75.
Okay.
But when you are dividing integer with integer, then what it will do? Then when the division will happen, the output will come 64.75. But at this point, it will also realize that अरे ये तो integer है. Why I'm giving 64.75? I should give 64. Then it will give 64. Okay. After giving 64, then it will see that okay, I need to go inside average. So let I'm setting at myself as 65.0. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So basically the problem here is when you divide integer with integer, it will remove the decimal value. वो decimal value remove कर देगा. तो इसलिए किसी एक का double होना बहुत जरूरी है. तो either I can put double as sum. If I put double as sum, so when it will divide, do the division part, at that point it will realize that okay, this is a double part. So it will ensure that when I'm doing the division, and if a decimal value is there, so we should not remove it.
Okay.
Okay. So that is the main point which we need to remember. Otherwise, like it will remove the decimal value. हमें average में चाहिए था वो decimal value actually.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
That's why. ठीक है. So now, who can tell me, like what is the prime number? कौन बता सकता है मुझे? Yes, Diksha.
So prime number has only two factors, itself and one. Prime
Okay.
number is natural numbers.
Okay. So prime numbers are those who has only two factors. Okay. So suppose if I'm talking about 5, how many factor it has?
So 1 and 5.
Right, 1 and 5. So if I ask you 8, how many factor it has?
2,
2, 1 also?
1, 4, and 8.
8. 1, 2, 4, 8 are the basically like factor of it. So we can see that this is not prime.
Yes, sir.
This is prime. Okay, thank you, Diksha. So guys, the main thing here is कि when you are saying na कि whether a number is prime or not, so the number who has only two factors, so those numbers are known as prime numbers. Okay, so 5 has only two factors. Just take another number, 7 has two factors, 1 and 7 only. So two factors are, who are those two factors? 1 and itself. Okay, so then how we can check that whether a number is prime or not? So basically what we need to do is, suppose you are checking for 7, you want to check for 7, then what you need to do is, I'm taking all the numbers 5, 6, 7. So what I'll do is, I'll run a loop from 1 to 7 and I'll check that whether 7 is divisible by this or not. Yes, it is divisible. It is divisible by this? No. It is divisible by this? No, 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 no. Yes. So how many factor we have come up? So there are two factors we have come up, 1 and 2. And if the number of factors are 2, then in that case, we can say that this is a prime number. So this is a variable. So how you can check that whether it is divisible or not? So you need to find the remainder. तो आपको just 7 mod 2 निकालना है. अगर remainder 0 नहीं आ रहा है, that means it is not completely divisible. Okay. So if you want to find a number, whether it is a prime or not, so what I'll do is, so basically what I'll do is, I'll find, suppose here I'm just writing int num equal to 7. I will run a loop from for int I equal to 1, I less than equal to 7, I plus plus. Okay. Now what I'll do is, if num is, यहाँ पे I'll just write a condition if num mod I. Okay. Because I need to keep on checking this thing. If num mod I, if 7 mod 1, 7 mod 2, if it is equal to 0. ठीक है. And here what I'll do is I'll create a variable that is known as गिनती. गिनती 0. ठीक है. और गिनती को will is it in गिनती plus plus. And now when this loop will run at every time, like num is 7, so it will check that 7 mod 1 equal to 0. Yes, so ginti will increase. Now num mod 2 equal to 0. No, it will not go inside. Num equal to 3. 3 mod I equal to 0. No. 4, no. 5, no. 6, no. 7, yes. So ginti will increase. So after when this loop is done, outside I need to check that if ginti is equals to 2, then I can say that number is prime. Else number is not prime. So basically, this is the thing. Now, if I execute it, let's see what will happen. So basically, number is prime. So if I just checking for 7, if I check for 8, let's see what will happen. So this is how we actually find out the prime number. So remember one thing, inside for loop, you can also check for, basically, you can also write this thing. You can also check if condition. Okay. And that is the main part. And guys, the last thing which I want to tell you is problem 10.java. The same thing, the concept of break and continue. Like if I copy it, if I paste here, and if suppose you want to print all the even numbers. Okay. If you want to print all the even numbers. So if num mod I equal to 0. So if num mod 2, जो भी I है, अगर I divisible by 2 है, equal to 0 है, then I would say that system dot out dot println, then it will give me I. Okay, it will give me I. So these are all the even numbers which I want to print. So this is all the even numbers which I want to print inside it. So problem 9.java. Now, if I print it, then you will see that what will happen. It will print, one second, problem 10 here. So you can see that now it is giving me all the even numbers. Suppose I am just going till 100. Okay. अगर मैं 100 तक जाऊं, so basically you can see that like it is actually printing all the even numbers. Okay. Now tell me, what if I put a break? What will happen if I put a break here? Break डाल दूंगा तो क्या होगा? Can anyone answer me? Yes, Ayush.
It will end after 1 only. After
Okay, so what will be the output?
output will be 2.
Output will be 2. So guys, right, as Ayush said, so basically if I run this code, so the first number 1 mod 2 is equal to 0, that is false. 2 mod equal to 0, yes, that is true. So that value will get printed and break, matlab come out of the loop. At this point, the loop will get break. So you can see that only one. Now tell me, Ayush, if I just write continue, then what will happen? If I write continue, then what will happen?
It will run like infinite, no, not the infinite times.
Okay.
So I don't know the answer.
Okay, so let's see. If I execute it, let's see what will happen. So you can see that like all the numbers, like here, what happened actually, देखो, हुआ कुछ नहीं है, वो फिर भी नंबर प्रिंट करेगा ही करेगा, क्योंकि इसके बाद कंटिन्यू करना, कंटिन्यू कहने का मतलब क्या होता है, वो ये कहता है मैं नीचे के सारे स्टेप स्किप करता हूँ। तो हम कहते हैं कर लो भाई, अंदर नीचे तो वैसे भी कुछ नहीं है। Skip is saying, what continue is saying that I will, matlab, the loop will remain continue, but it is saying that I will skip if suppose some code has written here. So it will not execute those part. But हम कह रहे हैं वैसे भी नीचे खाली है, नीचे के माले में। ये वही वाली बात है, वो चोर कहता है ना कि मैं नीचे के माले में सारी चोरी सब कुछ चोरी कर लूंगा। हम कह रहे हैं भाई नीचे का माला वैसे ही खाली है, कर लो चोरी। So that is the guys, that is the main point here. So when I'm writing continue, so but like how can you see the difference? So suppose if I have written here is भैया खजाना है, ठीक है, इमेजिन दैट खजाना है, और सपोज इफ आई एम रिमूविंग दिस, नाउ लेट्स सी व्हाट विल हैपन. So you can see that like at every point here I went put continue. So every time when the even number is getting printed, so it is printing like this thing. भैया का जाना है, ठीक है, फिर भैया का जाना है, like all this thing. You can see this. Okay, why it is printing two times? क्योंकि यार वन नंबर भी तो है, जैसे वन इवन नहीं है तो इस कोड में नहीं जाएगा, लेकिन यहाँ तो जाएगा ही जाएगा ना. Like this code will definitely will get executed क्योंकि वन प्राइम नहीं है, लेकिन उसके लिए कोड तो एग्जीक्यूट होगा, मतलब इवन नहीं है. तो but if I put a continue here, okay, if I put a continue here, जैसे ना मैं इसको आपको ऐसे समझाता हूँ. भैया बाहर हो, ठीक है. So basically एक like this is the inner loop and this is the outer one. So if I remove it, so let's see, if I execute it, let's see what will happen. Now you can see that like भैया बाहर हो, क्यों? क्योंकि the output was one because initially one will executed and it will print भैया बाहर हो. And now when you are writing I equal to 1, so when I will become 2, so 2 is even, so in that case I value will get printed and भैया अंदर हो, फिर उसके बाद ये वाला this will also get printed. Now suppose if I write continue here, okay, if I write continue here, let's see what will happen. So there is some mistake, it is saying unreachable statement. एरर देता है, कंटिन्यू के नीचे लिख नहीं सकते कुछ, ठीक है, वो लिखने ही नहीं दे रहा है, वो मना ही कर रहा है, लाइक यू कैन नॉट राइट बिलो कंटिन्यू. आई थॉट मतलब आई कैन शो यू समथिंग. मतलब कंपाइलर ने यही बता दिया भाई तुम लिख क्यों रहे हो जब उसका फायदा ही नहीं है, बट उसको नहीं पता, मैं तो अभी पढ़ा रहा हूँ. So the point here is कि you can see that like here if I write continue, so in that continue what will happen? In this case, in all the case जब basically when the prime number is there, ठीक है, अभी ये आपको ना डिफरेंस समझ नहीं आएगा. लेट्स सी कैसे ये हो रहा है. ये I is 1, okay, I is 1, 1 mod 2 is not actually equal to 0, so this will not get executed. भैया बाहर हो will get printed. Now when I will become 2, 2 mod 2 equal to 0, and system.i.println I is 2, so 2 will get printed. And continue means it will go up. Then I will become 3. When I will become 3, so 3 mod 2 is not actually even, so it will directly print this. Bhaiya bahar ho, like this. Then I will become 4. When I will become 4, it will check that, okay, this is even, okay, print 4. 4 will get printed and continue. Continue means just go up. Then I equal to 5, I is not even. So it will not execute this one, it will directly come here and it will print this. Getting it? So ये जो भैया बाहरों प्रिंट हो रहा है ये उसके लिए हो रहा है जो बेसिकली इवन नंबर नहीं था. फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस इज एक्चुअली फॉर प्रिंट 1, दिस इज प्रिंटेड फॉर 3, दिस इज फॉर प्रिंट 5 व्हेन I was 5, दिस इज प्रिंटेड फॉर I equal to 7, this is for printed for I equal to 9, this is printed for I equal to 11. So this is for all the values which are not even, which are odd. और इसको अच्छे से देखना है, अगर आप देखना चाहते हो सत्य कि मैं झूठ बोल रहा हूँ, सो व्हाट यू कैन डू इज यहाँ पे आई ऑल्सो पुट द वैल्यू I. So now here if I run it, so you can see that भैया बाहर हो 1, 2, ये कब प्रिंट हुआ जब I value was 3. Okay, so guys, this is the thing which I discussed in today's session, and just practice well. Okay, and I shared all the notes and everything with you all, and yeah, ठीक है, So let me know whether you understood this thing or not. और ब्रेक एंड कंटिन्यू के साथ थोड़ा एक्सपेरिमेंट करना है यार, यू विल गेट इट, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड इट. ओके, थोड़ा सा अगर कंफ्यूजन हुआ लास्ट में, सो व्हाट यू कैन डू इज जस्ट try out few examples and from there you will understand this. Just remember this thing: break is for stop, continue is for skip. That is the main thing. Okay, चलो जय माता दी, बाय. Okay, ठीक है, thank you everyone, all the best and prepare well. Thank you, bye.